Okay, Granite Ridge Greens. We're just leaving Stone and Tack seed shop in Sunridge. We finally found some fencing and back on the highway, and I got my phone on the dash, and we'll take a little ride from the Tack shop. What was it called? Stick and something. Anyways, I got my fencing. Stick and Stone Tack Shop, it's called. Stick and Stone Tack Shop. Just out of Sunridge, Highway 124 West, a couple of kilometers in off Highway 11. And she's the only person up here that had chicken fence left, and I got the last two. Only two 50-foot rolls. We got two 50-foot rolls. 60, might as well say $69 a piece. So hopefully we get the chickens out of the entrance of our Granite Ridge Greens residence sooner than later. Oh, that's too low. I guess we're gonna have to leave it up there. You sort of get a windshield wiper in your view, and I'm trying to watch the road, so he might rock and roll for a little bit here. It'll eventually shut off. I think it goes for 24 minutes. There you go. There's how close it was. That was a couple minutes, and we're back at Highway 11 already. But what I was saying is there's no chicken fencing left up here. There's no fencing. Everything's gone. All the poles are gone. Everything's gone, man. So we're gonna have to do. That's 11 south there. We want 11 north. Here we go. There's 11 north. So we're going to do a northbound again. Around the ramp. So yeah, again, even the supplies, I bought 2 bags of feed just in case until the feed comes in next week, because the feed's short now too. They got lots of bedding. I'd like to get some straw, is what I'd like to get. So I'm going to be looking for a bale of straw, for sure. Because the shavings is starting to get expensive at almost $9 a bag. I want to hurry up and not slow down this truck driver here, waiting for me to merge. There we go. Won't bother him now. Got the air conditioning on, and we're northbound Highway 11 out of Sunridge, Ontario, about 45 minutes south of North Bay, Ontario, and we're off to see the wizard. Not really, but there's you see the sign, South River. That's a beautiful view up here. I'm sure the truckers enjoy it too. A lot better than driving in the city and driving up here. Nice view. Look at the beautiful rocks on either side here. Just gorgeous view here. And this guy's pullover, so we're going to give him a little bit of room here just in case he gets out. Almost looked like one of those Wheel-Trans buses. No, mechanical, some sort of mechanical business. Heating and air conditioning or something. So yeah, here's our ride northbound. I'd play you some music, but you know, YouTube. Next thing you know, we'll be getting copyright stuff like we're really trying to make it. Did I just shut that off? No, it's still recording. I hit a button. I don't know what the button did, if it made a beep or not, but kind of riding high on the dashboard here. Trying to pay more attention to the road than to the camera. As you know, this camera rocks and rolls. Sometimes it takes a little tipping. Sometimes it tips over. Stuff happens, right? Not going to sweat too much stuff anymore. I'm a lot more calm than I've ever been in my life. Up north, the scenery, the serenity, the peacefulness, fresh air. How can you beat it? All this wonderful oxygenated air from the bush, and there's lots of trees up here, lots of forest up here. See people enjoying their cruisecanada.com there. They've got themselves a RV rented there, and maybe they're headed to Sudbury, or they could be headed to South River. They could go over to Sean's place on Rye Road there. He sold that now. Not that Sean ever stayed there. Yeah, nice. I live in a cabin in the woods, but I really lodge in a Deerhurst Inn in Huntsville until my Huntsville house is built. Must be nice to be full of shit most of your life. I don't think some people know the truth if they tripped over it. And some people say, oh, it's all the people that watch them. So how are they supposed to know? Maybe they haven't got that eye. You know, maybe they don't see that 50 watts, two 50-watt solar panels isn't going to charge a battery for editing in the woods. You're lucky if that battery charging those two solar panels, and I'm a solar and wind dealer. No way, that never happened, man. There was no editing going on in that cabin. That cabin was just a movie shoot location, and as all I did with Sean, I put on his site as a comment, why don't you tell the truth? Why don't you tell everybody this is just for entertainment value? But Sean couldn't do that because he's been lying to everybody so long that he's caught up in lies now, and he doesn't know what to do. Poor old O'Reilly doesn't know what to do anymore because he's made up so many lies that how do you not trip over lies? Eventually they come out. Remember Les Stroud? All the off-grid bullshit he did years ago? And everybody was like, oh, look at Les Stroud, he knows how to live off-grid, blah, 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 blah. And he was just as full of shit as Sean is. There's been lots of people. The Indian guy that was never an Indian, he was actually an Englishman, and he acted like an Indian so he didn't have to work, and all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know, you got to think about what you're watching. That's why I don't care about editing right now. I don't have time to edit. I don't know what to do with the editing. So we'll just see what happens. We got someone coming up fast on us here. Hopefully not an officer. I'm going to cut this off. Granite Ridge Greens, over and out. Catch us all later. Bye for now.